Good time of day, guys! My name is Godzi, and welcome back to another episode of Higurashi When They Cry console arcs. Sorry for not recording for a few days. I have, in fact, been sick. I know I posted 2 days ago, but that was recorded a few days ago, before then, so yeah. Anyways, last episode, we finished our first arc, Higurashi, and it was, generally speaking, really good. I think it's on par with the main story, and honestly, better than some of the chapters. If I were to... It's obviously not completely fair to rank it against the rest of the arcs because of its length. But to be fair, Himatsubushi, so... I think it's probably, if I had to weigh it, it's on par with probably, like, Tatari Garoshi, Onikakushi, chapters like that. My ranking of the chapters hasn't really changed that much since I finished reading them all. I still think it would go rough order from worst to best. Matsuri Bayashi, Himatsubushi, Watanagashi, Minagaroshi, then, like, Tatari Garoshi, Onikakushi, Mayakashi, Sumihoroboshi. That's about my ranking, roughly. Some of them could probably be argued to go higher or lower. Like, especially Onikakushi, I could see an argument for being lower. Minagaroshi, I could see an argument for being higher, but I digress. That's my general ranking of it. So I think Higurashi is around the same quality as Tatari Garoshi and Onikakushi, like, about roughly between them. So that's cool. Am I gonna compare all of these arcs to those 8? Maybe. That would be fun. But regardless, this episode, we're starting our first of what is likely not a great arc at all. Hirukowashi. So, oh, lovely. There's a fucking emoticon face in it. That's scary. I'm not as worried about this one as, Batsukoishi. Because I've been told I said a few episodes ago, the English names for each of these arcs, and that one is punishment loving, which can go one of two ways, and I hope it goes one way over the other, but it's probably gonna go the other way. Lovely. As for this one, I kind of forget what it was, but I've heard it's not amazing, but at least not painful. So, yay. Here we go, I guess. Hirukowashi, the strongest pursuer of love. Why is my phone buzzing right now? Shut the fuck up, I'm recording. This is a tale of a particular, I can't read, peculiar dispute over the precious jewels, the Magatama of Fuwarazu. Okay, that's a new thing, I think. Jewels capable of granting mutual love that befalls the club members. Oh, okay. People who haven't played Higurashi Daybreak can enjoy this too. I don't know what that emoticon would sound like. For other pairings, please enjoy Higurashi Daybreak. I don't remember if I was told anything about this arc. This relates to the weird fucking DS game. Was it a DS game? It was DS or GBA. I think it was DS. Like some sort of like 3D beat 'em up. I forget exactly what it was. Whatever. Okay. Alright, so I was told about this actually also in the comments. The console version of Hirukowashi is significantly different from the original PC version. It's almost a whole new arc. Which version would you like to play? I've been told both is probably worth seeing. But we'll start with the original PC version. My throat is still kind of weird. What's happening? Why do we have an anime opening? Who the fuck is that? Can you guys even hear me? This is loud as fuck. Don't tell me this is gonna get copyright struck. What the fuck is this? Okay, suddenly it's not so lighthearted. Is this like an adapted opening of the Daybreak game? Good for them. Yeah, okay, sure. Oh, okay. This is cheesy as fuck. All right. Yay. I'm shocked that this random arc had an opening. Literally immediately also. Alright. So this is gonna be goofy as shit is what I'm getting. Well, I'll be the judge of if it's actually funny. I am the arbiter of all things factual or subjective. After all, my opinions are always objectively correct. So, yeah, alright. Sure. What's... I don't know what the fuck is happening. That threw me off so fucking much. That... What the fuck? I knew Daybreak was weird, but I wasn't expecting an opening sequence. Whatever. Let's fucking read, I guess. Jesus. Ugh. Okay, let me just compose myself a little bit. Okay. Okay. I think we're good. I think we're good. Alright. Read. I don't even know how I'm supposed to do voices now. How am I supposed to voice this? Whatever, we're gonna skip until something okay. You're in a good mood. You found a new pile of trash at the dam site, didn't you? I guess we're in Keiichi's perspective.
Yep, that's right. I wonder what's buried in the new pile. I predict I'll find a cute little treasure. After I get home, I'm going straight there for treasure hunting. Keiichi-kun, wanna come too? Wanna come?
Who, me? I still haven't finished all the comics Mion lent me.
A girl invites you out, but you'd rather read comics. This is what I get for helping a friend in need during club today, huh?
No, I'm sorry, I lied. I'm all for treasure hunting. Please, allow this one to accompany you on your journey, Renaissance. Club activities today could be summed up as heartless. Every man for himself. Anyone showing weakness was crushed and dropped into last place. Also, this is not a song I've recognized. I don't know if this is from Daybreak, maybe? I don't know, whatever. I would gladly romp people at an advantage and be romped when the roles were reversed. But today, luck just wasn't in my favor, and the deciding match completely backfired on me. That was when Rena had given me a little help.
But you ended up in last anyway. The punishment game is this Sunday, and I can't wait.
You helped me so much. Now look at me. I'm worthless. In the end, I couldn't put Rena's help to good use, and that locked me in last place. But it was definitely thanks to her that I could even try going for that big deciding match to turn things around. If she hadn't helped me out, I would have lost even worse, without even having that opportunity. Rena didn't have any responsibility to try and rescue me. Normally, you'd decide that if you couldn't hope for first, you could at least avoid last. If she left me alone, it would have assured my last place finish. She wouldn't gain anything from saving me aside from risk to herself, would she? And yet, she'd helped me anyway. That fragment of kindness in the world of our cold, heartless club was sublime, as though the Buddha's nimbus had reached me in hell. You're kind of combining religions there, Keiichi. The one rule of our club was to fight without pity or mercy. But even amidst that, Rena was the one who always held on to her kindness. She wants everyone to have a good time playing games.
You think too highly of me. Rena just hates one-sided games. I mean, anyone would get sulky if they knew they couldn't make a comeback no matter how hard they fought.
Well, I guess. After all, once I was locked in for the punishment game, they started taking my clothing measurements without waiting for the end. They what? Crap. What the heck did they need them for?
I think you can always make a comeback, no matter how bad it gets. Or more like, that's how the world should be. That's why Rena can't help but give a chance to people who are up a creek without a paddle.
I've noticed they also don't have mouth flaps in this one. Odd, I guess, but I'll deal. They're not integral to my being able to read. Rena, you're such a nice person. When you were weak, I knocked you out without mercy. So hearing this pricks my conscience.
Rena does it because she wants to. I'm not telling you to do it too.
Does she always speak in the third person? Or is this a stylistic choice?
But, well, when Rena is in a pinch, she'd be really happy if you repaid the favor. She would be.
Right. I owe you one for today. Well, aside from that, I'll go treasure hunting with you once in a while. Let's meet up at the dam site?
Okay, let's meet at the treasure mountain.
After answering with a wide smile, Rena ran off, waving her arm. Okay. Seems normal slice of life so far.
Rika! If you don't go shopping soon, you'll miss the special sales. Each customer can get 1 pack of eggs for 10 yen. And a 6-pack of toilet paper is on sale for 8 yen today. And it comes with a sample bath cleaner. And we get twice the stamps if we go before sundown. Jeez, Rika, it was your turn to go shopping today.
She even there? I guess not. We're just swapping. Yeah, she's over here. What is it, Hanyu? Satoko's going to get mad if I don't go shopping soon.
Oh, Rika, here, look at this.
What? Oh. What happened? This incense burner is missing a foot. It deteriorated over time, huh? It's really worn out. We have lots of tools to easily fix something like this these days. So don't worry. I don't know what voice she's using. I'd assume based on the fucking music, she's using her kid voice, but whatever. We'll go with that.
Maybe we can stick it back on with some wood glue. Oh, not that. This incense burner was offered by your ancestors 200 years ago to seal something away. If it's broken, that means the seal is undone.
Rika and her fucking voice, man. I don't fucking know. You know, you have a habit of making a huge deal out of the silliest things. What is it? Something terribly bad?
Ow, 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 ow. It's dangerous. If used in the wrong way, it could cause a huge disaster. Ow, ow.
My ancestors went to the bother of sealing it, so it must be bad. So, how bad of a disaster would this be? Yeah, combine the voices, that way it doesn't matter.
It's all written in the scroll here, complete with pictures. Ow, ow, ow.
Okay. Pacing is crazy. What do we have here? The calamity of the Magatama of Fuwarazu? One summer, which had come earlier than most years, capitalized for some reason. The Magatama of Fuwarazu, two most valuable jewels, never to be removed from the premises, spilled into the world day of man, and brought forth a most terrible capitalized disaster. The way this is written, it seems like a lot of people were hurt. They couldn't even write properly. The Magatama of Fuwarazu are valuable jewels of hell left behind by the savage gods. What is this fucking lore? Should they appear in the human village, the hell daemons shall appear, possess its people, and create a hellish portrait of pandemonium. Wait, does that mean a mass outbreak? That would be bad. It'd be such a disaster that even Takano would be overjoyed. Oh, okay. It has a wonderful power if used properly. But, well, if you use it wrong, things get this bad. It's very dangerous. So your ancestors sealed it away beyond the distant sky to place it far away from the human world. And now that the seal is broken, what happens?
That which is sealed above the sky will be unsealed, ow, ow.
So it's simple. It'll fall down somewhere in the village. Which means we should find it right away and seal it again. But did you say it has a wonderful power if used properly? It might be something I'd want to play with a little first.
Ow, 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 ow. Anyway, find it, quickly. If someone else finds it and figures out how to use it for evil, then...
And someone like Takano always ends up picking these things up. There's no way we can let that tramp get her fingers on a Furude Shrine treasure. Wow, the pacing is fucking breakneck. What is happening? This is paced like a fucking kid's cartoon. We already have the premise, I guess. Watch this be a fucking insanely short arc.
Treasure hunting! There's two fun things about it.
So they're gonna find it here, right? Adoy?
One is obviously finding cute treasures, but do you know the other?
Getting all sweaty, not finding anything, realizing how precious our lives and time are, snapping out of it, and going home? They say you don't get tired when you're having fun, but where in that slender body was Rena storing all this horsepower? Rummaging through an oversized garbage heap was exhausting in and of itself. It didn't take long for me to pull out a picnic basket, spread it on a decommissioned vehicle's roof, and sprawl out on it.
No, that isn't it. It's the time you spend looking and wondering what kind of cute things you'll happen to find. That's what makes it so much fun, even if you don't find anything.
Well, it wasn't boring for me either. Thanks to all the work, this bottle of barley tea you brought tastes great. This is definitely better than the stuff at my house. How should I put it? It's like they smell different or something.
That's the normal kind. You just put a pack in the teapot and boil it to get the flavor.
Oh, boiling it must be the secret. We just dump cold water in and put it in the fridge. I guess you don't get the flavor if you don't heat it up first.
Oh, that's right, I forgot.
Rena pounded her fist, then put her treasure hunting aside for the moment and came over to me. Yeah, my throat's still very weird. But should be better tomorrow. Then she brought over a bag and took something out before unwrapping it. Why, how considerate. They're cookies. Their lack of uniformity meant they had to be homemade. Did you make these yourself? I'd be glad to have some. Yeah, these are great. Yeah, breakneck pacing. It didn't even have an exposition line to say he opened up the container and picked up a cookie.
They're leftovers from yesterday. Dad ate most of them, so there weren't many left. Brenna didn't even get to have that many.
I see. So I shouldn't eat them all myself. I'll just eat half. You have some too. These are cookies after my own heart. Munch, munch. This flavor, this texture, oh, they're extraordinary.
Brenna doesn't need any, so you can eat them all, Keiichi-kun. He looks so happy with them. So both Rena and the cookies she made are really happy too.
Really? Guess I don't need to hold myself back. I could kill a man just to have one of these cookies. Munch, munch, munch.
That's a terrible thing to say, but I'm happy. I am.
Okay. This fun moment sitting together. Going with Rena on a treasure hunt was the right choice. If I only ended up shutting myself in my room with Mion's comics, it would have been rude to the day itself. Scarlet began to creep into the sky. Flocks of birds started flying past. Maybe they were going back to their nests. Rena had already put away the cookie wrappers. It looked like it was time to go. So, what did you dig up today?
Hopes for tomorrow, I guess.
She's not speaking in third person anymore. She said I.
This file goes a lot deeper. I'm sure something will turn up.
And, okay, she's doing it again.
Rena can tell by the smell.
If you say something will turn up, I'm sure it will. Don't lose heart. Will it be gold or a hot spring? I can't wait.
If I go treasure hunting tomorrow too, will you come with me?
Me? I'll consider it if I can eat more of your homemade cookies.
I didn't bake any more cookies, so I won't have them tomorrow. If I don't make cookies, you won't come?
Huh? Don't look at me with those eyes. Okay, I get it. I'll help you, so don't give me that look. You'll break my glass conscience.
I got Keiichi-kun to help me tomorrow. When Keiichi-kun is with me, it's fun even if I don't find anything.
Rena usually went treasure hunting alone, but she probably also had fun doing it with friends once in a while. She gave me a fresh, invigorating smile, the kind she didn't usually show anyone during club games. After that, we decided to clean up, pack up, and leave. Okay, I guess they didn't find it. Tomatake? In the moment we went up the embankment, there was a sudden, dazzling flash. Ah, my eyes! Caught those blissful smiles on candid camera.
It's Tomitake-san. And Takano-san, too. Hello.
Hello there. Jiro-san has no tact, does he? Wrecking your date like that. It wasn't a date or anything. Not a date, not a date! Right, Rena? A boy and a girl coming to an empty place like this to talk about the future? Well, that's fine. Presumptions. That's the kind of well, I guess they were talking about tomorrow, weren't they? That's the kind of discussion that'll strengthen the bond between you. Right, Takano-san? Back when we first met, Jiro-san would always have the funniest, most awkward ways of asking me out. I remember one masterful excuse in particular. What was it? Whoa, hold on there. That was my mistake, and, well... Takano-san ran off, giggling, and Tomitake-san chased after her. Alright. From afar, they looked like they had to be a great couple.
They seem mismatched at first, but they like each other a lot.
Yeah, they have completely opposite personalities. Maybe they went together like the bumps and dents in puzzle pieces.
How? Just like a bump and a dent. How? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean?
No. I wasn't trying to say anything weird. Stop blushing, you're only making this more awkward. Great job, Higurashi.
I wonder. Bumps and dents. Bump, dent. Konami code?
Okay, how do you say that? Oh, no, Ren is completely broken. The only way to solve this is her usual method, punching me out cold. Alright, Rena, I'm prepared. Give me your usual lightning fast punch and KO me in an instant! But then something flew towards Rena and clunked her in the head. What was that? Rena suddenly choked up and fell to her knees, coughing over and over in a way that clearly wasn't normal. Okay, tonal shift. Hey, what's wrong? Are you okay, Rena? I rubbed Rena's back as she coughed. What the heck just happened? What's the matter? Are you alright, Rena-chan? Hang on. Can you breathe? Did you two throw something and hit Rena just now? Huh? What are you talking about? I definitely saw it. Something came flying and hit Rena in the head. I was sure it was something Tomitake-san or Takano-san had thrown. But they wouldn't do something so mean, would they? I mean, Takano technically would, but right now, no. Then what was it? I guess it was that thing fell from the sky. They found it here instead of at the fucking trash heap. Then what was it? Are you telling me that whatever it was fell from the heavens or something? Yeah? Are you alright, Rena? Do you need a handkerchief?
Thanks.
Did you swallow something the wrong way? Have you calmed down?
I was looking at the sky and fooling around when something suddenly flew into my mouth and I swallowed it.
What? Okay. Swallowed it? What did you swallow? Does your stomach hurt or anything?
It doesn't, but I feel a little strange.
She swallowed the object? What? They said some sort of magatama? Okay, sure. I wonder why. Did a bug fly into your mouth? If it's bothering you, you should try vomiting. They should have a sink at the office site you can use. Drink a lot of water, then put your finger in the back of your throat and throw it all up. That's a good idea. Rena, I'll help you stand, so let's go.
Huh? I feel better?
What?
Yeah. It felt like something was rolling around in my stomach, but it went away. I don't feel it anymore.
Are you sure it was nothing? I hope you're alright. If it's really bothering you, we can take an x-ray of your stomach to see if there's a need to remove it. Are you sure it was nothing?
Yes. Yep, I'm totally fine now. Even I don't get it. I'm fit as a fiddle.
Really? Should we go to the clinic and have Coach look at you just in case?
No, I'm good. I'll do that if I feel sick tomorrow. But I'm all better for today. Thanks for worrying about me, everyone.
It's still really weird, but okay, sure, why not? The person concerned said it was nothing, so there was no point in prying any further. We said farewell to Tomitake-san and Takano-san, and then I walked Rena back to her house. At first, I was worried about Rena suddenly growing worse. But as I listened to her go on and on about how fun today's treasure hunt was, my worries drifted away, and we got to talking about going hunting again tomorrow. Well, odd.
Bye, Keiichi-kun. Thanks for taking me home. If club tomorrow ends early, let's go treasure hunting together again.
Yeah, And thanks for the cookies and barley tea today.
It won't be homemade, but I'll bring some kind of snack tomorrow. Please look forward to it.
Awesome! I can't wait. Rena's mood seemed so good that she was fit to burst. As I watched her, I completely forgot about the fuss over the foreign object earlier. So what the fuck does it do? I mean, she hasn't said any of her speaking quirks in a while. I don't fucking know. Some sort of possession thing, maybe? It's already really dark out. Why don't we do this tomorrow? I don't want some old person to find me and say, "Oh, Rika-chama, you mustn't be walking alone at this hour." Most importantly, they can't see you.
We can't, Ow. We have to find them as soon as we can. Oh! I can feel energy waves from the sealed treasure. It has to be around here somewhere. Ow.
If only your ghost energy antenna was a little more precise. We've been coming and going all over the village. Ugh. I'm tired.
You don't know the terrible power of the Magatama Fuwarazu. If you did, you might be a little more enthusiastic about this.
They're mystical jewels that bind people in love, right? What? If you give one of the pair of the red and white Magatama to your sweetheart, your love will be reciprocated. Isn't that wonderful?
That's exactly why it's dangerous. The young people around here would have a big bloody war over them. One story says that a group of men started killing each other over a single maiden.
It's nice being young, isn't it? But I guess you're right. They shouldn't be lying by the roadside. So what the fuck does that mean if Rena swallowed it? She just always has one half, then? Perhaps once the Frude Shrine Maiden retrieves them, she'll have a little bit of fun with them before returning them to the heavens.
No, you can't! Ow. We're getting closer. Ow. Ah!
I thought I saw something glimmer on the dark night road. It looked almost like luminous paint, and for a few moments the light shone weakly. Is that it? I pointed my flashlight at it and saw a small open box on its side. Though small, it had an intricate design, convincing me it would make sense if it held the Frude Shrine's treasure. But the outside didn't matter. What mattered was the inside.
Ah! Ow.
Empty. I see. The two Magatama, one red and one white, would sit in these dents. Okay. So someone else has the second half, and that means Rena's gonna be in love with them. Okay, so that's the bit for this arc. On the inside, it was made like a jewel box, empty save for the two depressions the Magatama probably fit into.
It might be lying around nearby. Let's look for it.
Why don't you use your ghost antenna? A human can't search for such a little jewel in the dark.
Well, I think my ghost energy transmitter is stuck on the box instead. If they're not in the box, I can't search for them. Ow.
How useless. Wait, transmitter, what? I swung my flashlight about, but it was clear to me that even if it had been daytime, we wouldn't have been able to find anything in all the gravel and weeds. The Magatama were probably only the size of candles, judging by the size of the depressions in the box. They probably flew out when the box fell out of the sky and hit the ground. And right next to the trash piles, the day it falls down this slope and into that mess, it'll be over. We'll never find it. Actually, what about Rena, Lord of the Trash Piles? The red and white jewels were called Magatamas, but the pictures of them in the scroll looked more like key rings with seals on them. To be frank, Rena's fingers would be just itching for these. Well, at least she's making that conclusion. Come to think of it, Rena said she was going to stop by the landfill, didn't she? There was a new trash pile, so I think she wanted to go treasure hunting.
Could Rena have picked them up?
I don't know. I'll ask her at school tomorrow. Calling her this late would be pretty rude.
Oh.
Let's call it quits for today. Satoko will get worried if I'm out any longer. And if I read the scroll a little more closely, it might give us a hint, right?
Oh.
Good grief. This is one troublesome magic item that made its way into Hinamizawa. Wait, I end up reading old documents and treasure hunting no matter what scenario I'm in. Ah, it's true. Good grief. Higurashi reference? Holy shit. Yeah, pacing's pretty breakneck. So, she would have only had one half, right? The other half is elsewhere, I guess. I don't know. Today, our normally fun lunchtime was somehow lacking in excitement. This was because Rena had been acting strange since this morning. You haven't looked good all day. Are you feeling sick?
No, I'm not sick. There's that sigh again. Did you know that every time you sigh, a little more happiness is allowed to escape? Yeah. Happiness.
It wasn't this bad when we first got to school. Was she sick after all? She'd been kinda dazed all morning, like she was running a slight fever. Do you want some cold medicine from the nurse's office? The difference in temperature between day and night has been pretty extreme lately.
No, I'm okay. Today, well, could you leave Rena alone? Could you?
What? Rena said only that, her tone lethargic, before leaving our circle and going back to her seat. Then she rested her chin on her hand, stared out the window, and sighed again. From what this old man can see, it must be love.
Love? That's, well, oh, what a splendid occasion indeed.
No doubt about it. Her mind's been somewhere else all day, filled with thoughts of a certain someone. Putting your chin on your hand and sighing like that, isn't that exactly what a maiden in love would do? You think? Looks to me like, well, that she's feeling sick because she swallowed something weird yesterday.
Something weird?
Yeah, yesterday when we went treasure hunting. Something, I don't know what, fell on her. Then it popped right into her mouth and she swallowed it whole. So what? It fell from the sky? Must have been one of Cupid's arrows of love. What the fuck was that? Why'd she spawn in with cat ears and a tail? What the fuck kind of visual gag was that?
Fell from the sky?
As we were focused on our Rena discussion, Rika-chan, who had secretly planted a frog toy on Satoko's seat, pricked up her cat-like ears and turned around. Okay, that was intentional. Those are just human ears viewed from the side, right? I must be seeing things.
Keiichi, what's wrong with Rena?
Oh, perspective swap. Well, get this. Yesterday, she said that someone had dumped a new trash pile at the dam site, and we went treasure hunting there. The usual stupid stuff happened, and right when she looked at the sky with her mouth open wide, something fell, dropped right into her mouth, and she accidentally swallowed it whole.
Something fell out of the sky into her mouth, and she swallowed it.
Hanyu, did you hear that?
That can't be! Ow!
Water. Hanyu being invisible was convenient at times like this. As Rena breathed another sigh, her expression absent-minded, Hanyu went right up to her, held her hands above her head, and started trying to sense something. Did I just hear like a train horn outside? Oh, whatever. Eek! What did you just yell for? Wait, you mean...
Magatama's inside Rena! The Magatama's power is inside her!
Well, that makes things easy. Wanna try drive-by gut punch? Actually, her counterattack would kill me. What about giving her a laxative? Wait, this isn't a joke.
It isn't that simple, LL. It's not even shaped like a Magatama anymore. Rena ate it, so its form lost all meaning, and now its power resides in Rena.
Which means what? You can take a dose of Magatama and absorb it through digestion? What now? You were the one who created this item. Can't you do something?
Of course I can do something. If we get the red and white Magatama together, then bring her to my sanctuary, the Frude Shrine Grounds, I can chant a curse-removing charm and undo it.
Then it's simple. Let's bring Rena to the shrine on the way home, and that'll be that.
But Rena only swallowed the red Magatama. Without the white one, I can't undo the curse. Rena will fall in love with whoever picks up the white Magatama. And if the red Magatama's effects are appearing in Rena now, that means someone already did. That person is now the only thing on Rena's mind. Hello. If Rena goes out of control and does something she can't take back, a fate accompli. It'll ruin her whole life. Hello.
Why, you little... You made these magic items! You better take responsibility! Why the heck did you make something so dangerous?
If you just use them properly, they have a wonderful effect. They can bond people in love. Hello.
But they caused a huge disaster a long time ago, didn't they? I get it now. I know exactly why my ancestors sealed them away. You're such an inconvenient nuisance of a god.
But on the other hand, if it came undone like this, your ancestors didn't do a very good job sealing it. Why am I saying this?
Oh, right, because Rika, right, got it.
When they sealed it, if they offered steamed buns or something to me like they were supposed to, it would have made the seal stronger.
Right, okay. Now you've said it. Offerings are important, right? And since you can't eat them, I'll eat instead. The stuff we got at 7th Mart for such a bargain yesterday, that is. The giant maximum spicy king-size kimchi! And I'll make a special version just for you, where I mix together mustard and wasabi and Tabasco sauce and pour it all on top. I'll be totally okay with that. But what about you?
Rika, your sense of taste is crazy. If you ate that, you'd burn your tongue off.
And then I'll shove it all inside those cream puffs I got for you.
Yeah! Demon, you're a demon, a brute, a monster!
She's doing her best Keiichi impression right now.
Stop it! Stop it!
It's too late to apologize. Eat this! Wait. Me? Suddenly, someone picked me up by the back of my shirt. What am I, a kitten? Meow. I looked up to see Keiichi holding me. I don't get what you're floundering around for, but you know something, don't you? Something about what happened to Rena?
Me?
We'll need someone who speaks Meeplish to translate. Which is it, yes or no? She's faking innocence, which means she's guilty. What did you do to Rena? Guess there's no point in pretending anymore. Either way, I couldn't leave Rena like this. I confessed to them and asked for their help. Sacred Frude Shrine Treasures, the Magatama of Fuarazu? That's right. Very amazingly annoying treasures that bind people in love, whose name is said to mean not knowing Discord. What, they use Skype? From the scroll's pictures, they just look like key rings with seals on them, don't they?
I agree. Even if it hadn't fallen into her mouth, knowing Rena, she would have taken them home. Why do these jewels look so adorable?
Fur seals are known for their vigorous reproductive habits, so I think I've seen them used on TV to symbolize passionate love. I see. That proves that fur seals were in Japan for hundreds of thousands of years and even introduced to the Frude Shrine? I see. These might be some real out-of-place artifacts. But there's one thing that doesn't make any sense. Why would treasures like these fall out of the sky and into Rena's mouth?
Nipa.
Still, I'm a little surprised treasures that belong to Oyashiro-sama would bind people in love. I always thought of him as someone who tormented and cursed people. People have been talking a lot about Oyashiro-sama's curse and stuff in recent years, which gave him a reputation for wickedness, but originally, he was a god of marriage. Of course, mainly, he'd curse you if you didn't get along.
Oh, indeed. I believe the Furude Shrine used to sell marriage charms.
So, this isn't just a story they tell about the Magatama. They actually work miracles?
That's right. At this moment, the power of the Magatama of Furazu has taken root in Rena.
They were a red and white pair, right? And whoever holds the red one falls in love with whoever holds the white one? Sounds way more one-sided than a mutual love.
Yeah, Rena swallowed the red one, so no matter who picks up the white one, she'll fall for them. Me. This is turning out to be a rather fantastic story. And to return Rena-san to normal, we need to find the white Magatama.
Plus, given how she's acting, someone's already found the white one, right? If we leave this be, Rena's just going to fall deeper and deeper in love with them, regardless of how she really feels. Okay, so I guess that makes sense then. Sounds romantic, but we have no clue what sewer the other person crawled out of. We can't have that. All anyone has to do is pick it up to steal her heart, right?
That's right. They could be a child or an old person, a man or a woman, it doesn't matter. To say nothing of a family member picking it up, that'd be a disaster in a number of ways, Nipa. That certainly would not be good. It would seem the situation calls for immediate action. Let's duct tape Rena to the wall. She'd get out of that. She's not Irie. It's worth a shot. It's a race against time. And it still works if you eat it, so if a dog happened to walk by and gobble it up, it would be a terrible, terrible thing.
Oh, that reminds me of a visual novel I played.
Bad reference.
That'd be terrible, huh? Reminds me of a visual novel I played.
Bad reference.
This old man, he'll pass on that kind of thing.
Why is that? Would that not keep damage to a minimum if Rena-san could play with a dog? Satoko is still pure. Pat, pat.
Anyway, we know these Magatama magically deceive people's hearts. We've got to do something before it's too late. Yeah. Free will is important in love. You can't force it with some magic spell or another. Even though that does seem a little romantic.
Anyway, let's do something before it turns into a fait accompli.
A what? A what?
If we don't, it'll become a real disaster. The problem is who picked up the white seal? Hinamizawa may be a rural village, but if we don't know who found it, there's nothing we can do.
Couldn't you find that out from Rena? Huh? That's the easiest part. The magic is making Rena fall in love with the person with the white Magatama, right? That person is all she's thinking about right now. In other words, we just have to ask Rena herself. Rena! This old man wants to know, just who was it that stole your heart, Rena? Okay. And then Mion died. I'd seen Rena go into a frenzy more than a few times before, but this had to have been the longest one yet. She really just did a 0 to death on Mion. I guess that means if we're power scaling, that means she could be Okanogi too, right? So she's the strongest character in Higurashi. Easy.
Can't say it.
Well, I figured as much. Man, she got a lot stronger. There's a lot more hits in her combo, too.
I'm sure she'll be nerfed in the next match, Steve.
That feels That feels like a joke before its time. What the fuck? Was that in... This arc wasn't released at the time where fighting games got patches. Well, no, I guess they would have been. Right, like World of Warcraft, stuff like that. League of Legends. That wasn't out yet. No, League of Legends came out in the 2010s, right? I don't know. I'm not a fucking LOL nerd, you know? I played it once and it was fucking mid as hell. Are you kidding?
It will be fine, Mion-san. It's just not right to ask a girl who she likes so directly.
I'm sorry. I can't talk properly. I'm sorry. This old man isn't a little girl, so he didn't understand. This is getting really annoying.
Rika, of all people.
Didn't we know she could convert the love in her heart into raw attack power? This is just getting worse. Hey, you're directly responsible for this, so start thinking of a way to fix that.
I'll think about it if you put that spicy demon away.
She just has it with her? Oh, is that so? Wrong? I'm not Mion. Oh, is that so? Let's find out how many mouthfuls I need to eat before you come up with a bright idea.
I'll think about it. Ding! I've got it.
That was pretty lame. So, what'd you come up with? Hanyu pointed to Rena's seat. She was reading a book now, probably because she was tired from all the sitting around and staring out the window with her hand on her cheek. Sorry. Just had a stutter in my voice. Sometimes she left the horseplay aside and read a book. It wasn't an unusual sight by any means. But she still seems different. She brought some books that aren't quite the same as her usual ones.
What's the matter, Rika? Meep. I'm watching Rena. She might give us a hint.
I wonder what she's reading. Can't really tell from here. Having learned her lesson from Rena's attacks earlier, Mion was being careful to keep more distance than she had to. What is it? Oh, I think it's a how-to book. Wonder what she's learning about.
Ah! They're photographs! It's a photography magazine!
It's Tomatake. And she's got a camera catalog, too. There's only one person in Hinamizawa who matches those keywords. No one else in this fucking town has a camera. Yep, no doubt about it. She even has the weekly supplemental peeping issue. Nurse Low Angle Special Edition. What? Wait, huh? So, is it Tomatake or Takano? There's only one person it could possibly be. The last item was the nail in the coffin, but anyway, it meant it had to be that guy. Jeez, he's always just wandering around, so why does he end up being a key person in every single world?
I wonder if he'd teach me how to use a camera if I asked him if I did. I wonder if he'd go into great detail, if he would. I wonder if he'd treat me nice if I dressed up as a nurse. If I dressed up, and then.
Rena calmly got out of her seat. You sure? Hearts and flower petals filled her eyes, and doubtless you would see an even more amazing image if you peered into them.
Hey, Michan! Rena suddenly feels really sick, so she's going home early.
How brash! Rena bursts out of the classroom without waiting for school to end. Ah, Rena! Oh, Tomita-kun, Okamura-kun, perfect timing! Don't let Rena leave! Stop her! Oh, we can't do that! We saw what she did to the class president just now!
It does seem impossible, even for all the club members at once, to defeat her.
We still can't let this happen! Satoko! Mion snapped her fingers and a single string dropped down from the ceiling, ending up in Satoko's hands. Oh, great gag.
Oh, aye, sir! Take this!
Satoko yanked it, and that was when the jump rope trap sprung into action near Rena's feet as she ran for the school entrance.
First we'll make her trip, and then we'll all pile on her! Yeah!
But before Satoko could finish, the jump rope tore with a loud ripping noise. What's superhuman strength to tear apart a nylon jump rope like that? You gotta use the ones with the plastic bits. A mere jump rope was unable to stop Rena, and now she was already changing into her outdoor shoes at the shoe cubbies. Hey! No running in the halls!
Sensei, I'm sorry. I'm going home early today. I'll invite you to the wedding reception. Huh?
What? Hey, stop! How did I let a student get ahead of me? Wait, that's what you're upset about? We're leaving early too. We have to find Tomatake-san before Rena does and get our hands on the white Magatama. That's our only option. Let's search for places Tomatake-san might be. What the fuck is a Magatama? Hanju, look for Tomatake using your ghost energy radar.
Oh, I don't like that name for it, but I can tell you he's on the shrine grounds. And Takano is with him.
Oh, wonderful. Hooray for cliches. Couples are always together at times like these, aren't they?
Me, Tomatake should be at the shrine.
You think so too, Rika-chan? I was just thinking that. Plot conveniences.
But it looks like Rena-san is thinking the same thing. She's running towards the shrine.
Fuck! What monstrous speed! She'll be out of sight in a flash at this rate. All we can do is chase after her. We have to do something before Rena starts hitting on Tomatake-san. Cause that'd be really fucking weird to have to read.
When Takano gets jealous, the love triangle will be very awkward. They'll have to fight to the death, Nipa.
I don't really care if the two of them break up, but it'd be terrible if she vented her anger by putting her final plans into action right away. Rena had already vanished out of sight, but we couldn't stop here. Our only choice, like Mion said, was to chase her down as fast as we could and keep casualties to a minimum. Well, this is fucking ridiculous. What a fucking chapter. Yeah, this is just fucking goofy. More so than pain. At least so far. Oh, well, I suppose we're going to end the episode here. And next episode we'll start with a fucking gut punch, I'm sure. Great. Well, if you guys liked this episode, then be sure to press the like button. And if you didn't like it, then fuck you too. Remember to subscribe, follow me on Twitter, and hit that notification bell to stay up to date on all my videos and stuff. And as always, my name is Godzi, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye. Yeah.